Another death row production. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Tyson, the next heavyweight champion of the world. Everybody else for.
Alrighty guys, what's going on? Welcome on back. It's the Empire. I'm your host Risky. It is Wednesday, July 22nd. Looking back at yesterday, it was not a good day. We go 0 for 4 on our bets. It was a dud of a day. It's the damn Braves. We played them on our solo bet, and we played them in one of our 3-leg parlays. They ruin our ladder play. We go 2 for 3 on one of our parlays. They're the team that messed up that parlay, that first parlay. Then we go 2 for 3 on our other parlay. It was the damn White Sox that messed us up. I wanted to play the Mets. We picked the Mets. I'm a sucker. I went with the damn White Sox. A day of regret. But you guys already know the rules. It's on to the next one. We got a full slate of baseball here on tap today. Games get started nice and early. Guys, Outlier Sportsbook, the link is down in the description. Sign up with them. The first week is free. Also, at the end of the video, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today ourselves. With all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alright, first game up, 1 o'clock start. We got the Pirates in New York taking on the Yankees. We got Mitch Keller on the mound for the Pirates. We got Garrett Cole on the mound for the Yankees. Alright, getting into this game here, the big determining factor for me in this one will be Mitch Keller. We got Mitch Keller, who's coming into this game with a 5.14 ERA, 130 whip. This is a guy that does not strike batters out. This is a guy that relies on a lot of contact out, a lot of ground outs, a lot of pop fly outs. Currently, right now, left-handed batters are batting .328 versus Mitch Keller in his last 5 starts, not to mention they're slugging .480. Today, he'll be seeing a Yankees lineup stacked with lefties. I'm expecting Mitch Keller to get squashed in this game. We saw the Yankees put up 7 runs on Ashcraft the other day. I'm expecting a similar start here today. Both of the teams got off yesterday because of the rain out, so both of the bullpens are in a much better place, but they're going to try to preserve their bullpens here today because it's a doubleheader. So the bullpen situation is going to be a bit tricky, but I do see both of the bullpen arms coming in, giving up a bunch of runs in this one. This early game, 1 o'clock, it's going to be extremely hitter friendly. Close to 12-mile-per-hour winds blowing from the diamond to the outfield. Let's get to the picks. The Yankees are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the run line. The game total set at 9.5. I do like that over 9.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Ben Rice of the Yankees to hit a home run today. Next game up, we got the Mets in Milwaukee taking on the Brewers. We got Christian Scott on the mound for the Mets. We got Logan Henderson on the mound for the Brewers. Alright, getting into this game here, we got Christian Scott on the mound for the Mets. Outside of Noah McLean, he's been one of the Mets' best starting pitchers this season. 287 ERA, 122 whip, does not walk a bunch of batters. The big determining factor in this game for Christian Scott is going to be his splits versus left-handed bats. He's struggling with lefties. This Brewers type lineup is going to be able to stack over 7 lefties in the lineup here today. They crush right-handed pitching, top 10 team in the lineup versus righties. I'm expecting Scott to go 5 innings, give up 3 runs. Both of the bullpens, really good bullpens, both of them are rested. I see both of the pens coming in, shutting down the bats. We got Logan Henderson on the other side for the Milwaukee Brewers on the mound. This guy's, he's looked really good, has amazing strikeout numbers. The fastball's really solid pitch for him. Today he's going to be seeing a Mets lineup that continues to struggle to hit right-handed pitching, bottom 10 team in the majors. I'm expecting Logan Henderson to go out there, pitch 5 innings, give up a run. Like I said, I'm expecting both of the bullpens to come in, shut down the bats. Yesterday's game was a 4-0 game. I'm expecting another really low scoring game here today. This game is out in Milwaukee in the Dome, so no weather to sway anything. Let's get to the picks. The Brewers are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and I like them on the money line. The game total set at 8. I do like the under 8 total runs in this game. For the player prop, I'm taking Bryce Terang for 2 total bases. Next up, we got the Nationals in Colorado taking on the Rockies. We got Cade Cavalli on the mound for the Nats. We got Hughes on the mound for the Rockies. Alright, getting into this game here, we got Cade Cavalli on the mound for the Nats. He's having an amazing season, 3.78 ERA. This will be the first time in his career he pitches out in Colorado. Cade Cavalli's 2 major pitches is the fastball and the curve. We talk about it all the time. If you're a guy throwing breaking ball pitches, a guy who relies on his pitches to move a lot, this is not the spot for you. Today, Cavalli's going to be seeing a Rockies lineup continues to be a really good team versus right-handed pitching. Top 10 team in the majors versus righties. righties this season. Looking at the overall breakdown for Cavalli, I can see a few of these guys like Rumfield and Moniak who match up really well against him, getting to him here today. My overall breakdown, Cavalli, he goes 6 innings, gives up 2 runs before we get to a Nationals bullpen that's incredibly taxed. I see the arms coming out the pen, coming back into this game just like yesterday, coming in this game, giving up a bunch of runs. On the other side, we got the young pitcher Hughes on the mound. This will be his 4th start he makes up to this point. Granted, he really hasn't seen no team up to the competition level of the Nationals. The Nationals still have the highest slugging against right-handed pitching in the majors. Not to mention this young guy Hughes, his last 2 starts, his hard hit rate was sitting at 40%. He was struggling a bit with lefties. One thing I do like about Hughes, his prominent pitch, he throws over 50% of the time, is a fastball sitting at 98 miles per hour. I can see him coming out here today having a solid start, going about 6 innings, giving up 3 runs before we get to our Rockies bullpen. Just like what I said about the Nationals, just like what we saw in yesterday's game, they came into the game, gave up a bunch of runs. I see the Rockies bullpen arms coming in once again here today, doing the same thing. Looking at the weather, Ballpark Pal has this game rated as the most offensive game on the schedule. We do have a small gust of wind blowing from the outfield in, but it's going to be over 90 degrees in Colorado. It's really not going to sway anything. Let's get to the picks. The Nationals are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 11.5. I do like the over 11.5 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking James Wood of the Nationals to hit a home run today. Alright, next game up, we got the Athletics in Arizona taking on the Diamondbacks. We got Gage Jump on the mound for the Athletics. We got Merrill Kelly on the mound for the D-backs. Alright, getting into this game here, we got the rookie pitcher Gage Jump on the mound for the Athletics. He's coming off a rocky start against the Dodgers in the Nationals. Here today, he's going to be facing a Diamondbacks lineup that continues to hit left-handed pitching very well. They're a top 5 team in the majors this season versus left-handed pitching. Granted, we saw them 2 days ago do nothing with Jeffrey Springs. The Diamondbacks didn't have Corbin Carroll in the lineup in that game. He is a left-handed bat, but hits left-handed pitching extremely well. Looking at the breakdown for Gage Jump, he's a fastball slider pitcher. Doing the overall breakdown for him, guys like Carroll and Marte match up very well against him. My overall breakdown for Gage Jump here today, he goes 5 innings, gives up 2 runs. Before we get back to an Athletics bullpen, we saw them come in yesterday's game, give up a bunch of runs. I'm expecting the same here today. Once again, I see them coming in this game, giving up over 3 runs. On the other side, we got Merrill Kelly on the mound. This guy started off the season looking abysmal, but in his last 3 starts, we're starting to see him get into a bit more of a better form. He has a 2.12 ERA in his last 3 outings, 15 combined innings pitched. He does have good splits versus left-handed bats. Here today, he's going to be seeing an Athletics lineup that continues to struggle to hit the ball overall. Not to mention that rookie third baseman, I keep forgetting his name. He has like a long-ass name. He got hurt a few days ago, and he's been playing really good. So down Nick Kurtz, you're down this other really valuable bat. I'm not expecting this Athletics offense to really put up a bunch of runs on Kelly. I can see him coming out here today, having another good start, going about 6 innings, giving up 2 runs before we get to a D-backs bullpen. Another mediocre bullpen. I can still see them coming in, giving up another run. Nothing too crazy though. This game is out in Arizona in the Dome. No weather to sway anything. Let's get to the picks. The Athletics are the betting odds favorites in this game, and I like the home dogs in this spot. Give me the Arizona Diamondbacks on the money line. The game total set at 9.5. I do like the under 9.5 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Marte of the D-backs for 2 total bases. Alright, getting into this game here, we got the St. Louis Cardinals in Los Angeles taking on the Angels. We got Hunter Dobbins on the mound for the Cardinals. We got Reed Detmers on the mound for the Angels. Alright, getting into this game here, we got Hunter Dobbins back on the mound for the Cardinals as a starting pitcher. He's been primarily working out of the bullpen up to this point. Comes into this game with a 4.04 ERA, 140 whip, has decent strikeout numbers, he does struggle a bit with his command, does walk a bit of batters, 3.8 walks per 9 innings, a guy that does not pitch past the 5th inning in any of his outings. Here today for Dobbins, the reason I like this spot, he's going to be seeing an Angels lineup stacked with right-handed bats. He has fairly good splits versus righties, not to mention the Angels are still a bottom 10 team in the majors versus right-handed pitching. My overall expectation for Dobbins, he goes about 4 or 5 innings where he gives up a run or 2 before we get to a mediocre Cardinals bullpen. I can see the arms coming out the pen, coming in this game, giving up another run or so. On the other side, we got the left-handed pitcher Reed Detmers on the mound. This guy's been really good this season, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the majors. Here today, he's going to be facing a Cardinals lineup that's actually a good lineup versus left-handed pitching. In the last 12 games versus left-handed pitching, this team is batting .290, slugging .430. In the overall breakdown for Reed Detmers, guys like Gorman and Walker match up very well against them. My overall expectation for Detmers, a guy that's at his best when he's working the K's, this Cardinals lineup is towards the bottom of the league when it comes to striking out. I could see this Cardinals lineup getting about 2-3 runs off of Detmers, him going about 6 innings before we get to this Angels bullpen that continues to play terrible here. I know the numbers might look better of late, but they're still not a good bullpen. Not to mention, when I look at the arms that's going to be available for the Angels here today, I can see them coming in this game once again, giving up another 2 runs. This game is out in Los Angeles. It's a bit more on the hitter-friendly side. We have a strong gust of wind blowing from the diamond to the outfield. Let's get to the picks. The Angels are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I like the Road Dogs in this spot. Give me the St. Louis Cardinals on the money line. The game total set at 9. I do like the over 9 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Jordan Walker of the Cardinals for 2 total bases today. Next game up, we got the Reds in Seattle taking on the Mariners. We got Brady Singer on the mound for the Reds. We got Emerson Hancock on the mound for the Mariners. Alright, getting into this game here, we got Brady Singer on the mound for the Reds. He comes into this game with a .456 ERA, a 140 whip on the season. But in his last 5 starts, we've seen him get into a much better form. In his last 5 outings, he has a .270 ERA, whip up at 0.97, hard hit rate down to 33%. Here today, he's going to be seeing a Mariners lineup that continues to struggle offensively. They're a bottom 10 offense in the majors in the last 30 games played, but they are a bit better versus right-handed pitching. Today, Brady Singer is going to be seeing a Mariners lineup with 7 projected left-handed bats in the lineup. This is a guy that still struggles versus lefties. Not to mention the slugging, the average and the on-base percentage versus right-handed pitching is down for the Mariners, but the slugging is still pretty good. It's still sitting at .405 in this game for Brady Singer, a sinker ball pitcher. I'm expecting him to get hit up in this game, go about 6 innings, give up 3 to 4 runs before we get to our Reds bullpen. Highly taxed coming into it. They're still a very bad bullpen overall. I see them coming in, giving up a few more. We got Hancock on the other side. This is a good spot for him. This is a guy that works the strikeouts. He's going to be seeing a Reds lineup that strikes out the 10th most in the majors. Not to mention, they do not draw a lot of walks. Hancock, a right-handed pitcher. This Cincinnati Reds lineup, very inconsistent versus right-handed pitching. They only got 2 runs off of Castillo yesterday. I'm expecting Hancock to come out here today and deal. Not to mention, this Mariners bullpen's really good. They're in a really good spot to come in and shut down these Reds bats. This game is out in Seattle. Ballpark Pal has this game as the most pitcher-friendly game on the board. Let's get to the picks. The Mariners are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8. I do like the over 8 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Cal Raleigh of the Mariners to hit a home run today. Alright, next game up, we got the Dodgers in Philadelphia taking on the Phillies. We got Eric Lauer on the mound for the Dodgers. We got Aaron Nola on the mound for the Phillies. Alright, getting into this game here, we got Eric Lauer on the mound for the Dodgers. This guy's made 7 starts since joining the Dodgers. In that time, he has a .370 ERA, 135 whip. Here today, he's going to be facing a Phillies lineup that continues to struggle to hit left-handed pitching. In the last 30 games played, this is a bottom 15 offense versus left-handed pitching. Not to mention, we saw their last 3 starts versus lefties. They only managed to put up 2 runs or less in those games. Here today for Lauer, I can see him having a quality start, going about 6 innings, giving up 2 runs before we get to a Dodgers bullpen. They're in a good place here today. I can see the arms coming out the pen, still giving up another run, but nothing too crazy. On the other side, we got Aaron Nola on the mound. This guy has not been good this season. .568 ERA, 150 whip. Left-handed batters are batting .280, slugging .422 against him. Here today, he's going to be seeing a Dodgers lineup stacked with left-handed bats. Not to mention, when I do the pitch mix breakdown for Nola, a bunch of these Dodgers match up really well against him. I'm expecting the Dodgers bats to have their best game of the series here today. I see Nola going about 4 or 5 innings, giving up 3 to 4 runs before we get to Phillies bullpen. Slightly taxed coming into it. I do see the arms available coming in this game, giving up another 2 runs. Looking at the weather, very hitter-friendly weather. Ballpark Pal has this game rated with a +30 home run percentage. let's get to the picks. The Dodgers are the betting odds favorites in this game, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 9.5. I do like that over 9.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Shohei Ohtani of the Dodgers to hit a home run today. Next game up, we got the Twins in Cleveland taking on the Guardians. We got Bailey Ober on the mount for the Twins. We got Slade Cecconi on the mount for the Guardians. Alright, getting into this game here, we got Bailey Ober back on the mount for the Twins. This will be his third start back from injury. In this game here today, he comes into it with a 4.32 ERA, whip sitting at 1.35. Looking at his past numbers from this season, even dating back to the last 2 seasons against this Guardians lineup, Bailey Ober has really good splits against this team. Not to mention, despite being a right-handed pitcher, lefties don't really hit Ober that well. It's not like he necessarily struggles versus lefties. Here today, he's going to be seeing a Guardians lineup with 8 projected left-handed bats in the lineup. Bailey throws that fastball that's sitting at 99 miles per hour, sometimes topping out at 100. There's a few of these guys that struggle to hit the ball in that velocity. I'm expecting Ober to come out here today, have the same exact start he had last month against this Guardians team. Go about 5 innings where he gives up a run before we get to a Twins bullpen. Highly taxed, not to mention they're terrible. I see the arms coming out the pen, coming in this game, giving up another 2 to 3 runs. On the other side, we got Slade Cecconi on the mount for the Guardians. He's looked good at some points this season. He has had a few blow-up starts. He has a 4.55 ERA, 140 whip. He struggles a bit with right-handed bats despite being a right-handed pitcher. Here today, he's going to be seeing a Twins lineup that got a few good righties in the lineup, not to mention a top 10 team in the majors versus right-handed pitching, slugging, on-base percentage, and average. This team is crushing righties this season. I see Slade coming out here today, giving up 3-4 runs, going about 6 innings before we get to a Guardians bullpen that's in a really good spot to come in. If not give up a run, they're going to shut down these Twins bats. This game is out in Cleveland. It's going to be extremely pitcher friendly, small gust of wind blowing from the outfield into the diamond. Let's get to the picks. Guardians are the betting odds favorites in this game, and I like the road dogs in this spot. Give me the Minnesota Twins on the money line. The game total set at 8. I do like the under 8 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Byron Buxton of the Twins for 2 total bases today. Next up, this will be the game 2 of the doubleheader between the Pirates and the Yankees. We got Bubba Chandler on the mount for the Pirates. We got Max Fried on the mount for the Yankees. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Bubba Chandler on the mount for this one. He comes into this game with a 4.77 ERA, 145 whip, struggles with his command. He's been highly inconsistent for Pittsburgh this season. The big knock on him, the thing I worry about that's going to be the huge determining factor in this game, terrible splits versus left-handed bats. You'll be seeing a Yankees lineup with 7 lefties. Like I said earlier, we saw this team just put up 7 runs on Ashcraft. Ashcraft has been pitching on a higher caliber this season than both Mitch Keller and Bubba Chandler, so I'm expecting the Yankees to get some runs off of these Pittsburgh starters. Not to mention this Pittsburgh bullpen continues to be highly mediocre. Their attacks coming into it, I see the arms coming out the pen for the second game, coming in this one, giving up a bunch of runs. On the other side, we got Max Fried back on the mount for the Yankees. This will be the first time in close to 3 months he's starting. Granted, when he was down doing an IL stint, he was going over 80 pitches, so that is something I like, but overall, I don't see Max Fried going past the 5th inning. 5 innings is the max for him here today before we get to an incredibly taxed Yankee bullpen. I can see the arms coming out the Yankees pen coming in this game, giving up another few runs. Max Fried, I don't know what to expect from him. For one, it's a good spot for him to return. This Pittsburgh Pirates lineup really struggles to hit left-handed pitching. We saw them struggle with Ryan Weathers a few days ago. I'm expecting Max Fried to come out and have a decent outing in his first game back. Overall, I like the Yankees to put up a bunch of runs in this game. In the second game with the doubleheader, it's going to be extremely hitter-friendly. Strong gust of wind blowing from the diamond to the outfield. Let's get to the picks. The Yankees are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the over 8.5 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Cody Bellinger of the Yankees for 2 total bases today. Next up, we got the Rays in Toronto taking on the Blue Jays. We got Griffin Jax on the mount for the Rays. We got Ben Fisher on the mount for the Jays. Alright, getting into this game here, we got Griffin Jax on the mount for Tampa Bay. This guy's been surprisingly good this season. 4.08 ERA, 120 whip. He is a sinker ball pitcher. Has a very good ground ball rate. Really low walk rate here today. He's going to be seeing a Toronto Blue Jays lineup that continues to struggle to hit the ball overall, especially versus right-handed pitching. In the last 30 games played, this is a bottom 5 team in the majors versus right-handed pitching. A bottom 10 offense overall in the last 30. I'm expecting Griffin Jax to come out here today and deal, go about 6 innings where he gives up a run before we get to a Tampa Bay Rays bullpen. Continues to play mediocre. I do see the arms once again coming in this game, giving up another run or so. On the other side, we got the young guy Ben Bishop on the mound for the Jays. He's looked decent in the limited action we've seen him. He's been working out of the pen every so often. We've seen him as an opener. He comes into this game with a 3.60 ERA, 128 WHIP, has really good strikeout stuff. The problem with him, he struggles a bit with his command, walks a bunch of batters. Not to mention he struggles with lefties. Today he's going to be seeing a Tampa Bay Rays lineup, 6 projected lefties in the lineup. The last 2 games we've backed this Rays lineup against Dylan Cease and Kevin Gausman. Here today, once again, I'm expecting the Rays to put up a bunch of runs on Ben Fisher. I see the Toronto Jays bullpen coming in. They got a good bullpen. They're rested. I see them coming and giving up another run, but nothing too crazy. This game is up in Toronto in the Dome. No real weather to sway anything. Let's get to the picks. The Blue Jays are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and I like the Road Dogs in this spot. Give me the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the under 8.5 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Jonathan Aranda of the Rays for 2 total bases today. Next game up, we got the Padres in Atlanta taking on the Braves. We got Michael King on the mound for the Padres. We got Martin Perez on the mound for the Braves. Alright, getting into this game here, we got Michael King on the mound for the Padres. He's definitely been San Diego's ace this season. Comes into it with a 3.30 ERA, 115 WHIP, really good strikeout to walk ratio. He is a sinker ball pitcher, has a high ground ball rate as well. Here today, he's going to be seeing an Atlanta Braves offense. They continue to be so inconsistent. They did nothing with Walker Buehler yesterday. Here today, seeing Michael King, who's pitching on a much higher caliber. I'm expecting King to still struggle a bit. This still is a very good offense overall. But when you look at the overall splits for Michael King, for one, he's going to be seeing a lineup stacked with lefties. He does struggle a bit with lefties. This Braves lineup does hit the sinker very well. But if he could use that fastball and that changeup, this lineup doesn't. They do struggle a bit with those two. So I can see Michael King coming out here today, having a decent game where he goes about 6, if not 7 innings, gives up 2 runs before we get to a Padres bullpen. I talk about it all the time. Very inconsistent, very mediocre. But I do like the arms available for the Padres today. I can see them coming out the pen, coming in this game, shutting down these Braves bats. On the other side, we got Martin Perez on the mound. He started the season off amazing, been in and out of the bullpen. He's been a valuable weapon for Atlanta. You know, they've been using him strategically up to this point. It's not like he's struggling while they keep putting him in the pen. But in this game for Perez, I'm paying attention to his last 4 splits. For his last 4 games, I should say. We really started to see the regression from him. The hard hit rate's gone through the roof. The walk rate has gone through the roof. Here today, he's going to be facing a Padres offense that is still a bottom 15 offense, but the numbers versus left-handed pitching has really improved. For Manny Machado and Tatis bats have been slowly coming alive. I'm expecting Perez to struggle in this game. Go about 5 innings, give up 3 runs before we get to a Braves bullpen. Slightly taxed coming into it. I see the arms available for the Braves coming in this game, giving up another run or 2. This game is out in Atlanta. A bit more on the hitter-friendly side. Small gust of wind blowing from the diamond to the outfield. Let's get to the picks. Braves are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and I like the Road Dogs in this spot. Give me the San Diego Padres on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the over 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Fernando Tatis for 2 total bases today. Next game up, we got the White Sox in Texas taking on the Rangers. We got Kate on the mound for the Sox. We got Quantrill on the mound for the Rangers. Alright, getting into this game here, we got Anthony Kate on the mound for the White Sox. He's been solid for Chicago this season. Comes into it with a 4.20 ERA, 135 WHIP, has a decent strikeout to walk ratio. Yesterday's game, we were talking about how good this Rangers lineup was against left-handed pitching. I personally downplayed it a bit. I went with the White Sox. That backfired on me. They definitely put up a bunch of runs yesterday's game on the young pitcher Schultz. But doing the overall breakdown for Anthony Kay, we're looking at a completely different pitch mix, a completely different style of pitcher. Anthony Kay does get a bit more pop flyouts. He has a very good pop flyout ratio as well as a ground out ratio. Here today, looking at the overall breakdown for Anthony Kay, I could see him having a quality start, going about 6 innings, giving up 2 runs before we get to a really rested White Sox bullpen. I like the arms available for the Sox to come out the pen, still give up another run or so, but nothing too crazy. On the other side, we're going to have the left-handed pitcher Alexander open up the game. He'll go one time through the lineup. After that, we'll see Cal Quantrill come in the game. Quantrill has been struggling this season versus left-handed bats. That's why they have the opener. We saw last week against the Braves, he got absolutely squashed. Here today, I'm expecting this White Sox lineup when Quantrill comes in the game to squash him once again. His velocity's down. The hard hit rate versus lefties is through the roof. Murakami, you got Montgomery back in the lineup. I'm expecting the White Sox to put up a bunch of runs here today. Get some payback for what happened yesterday, 10-0 loss. My overall breakdown for Quantrill: after Alexander leaves the game in the third inning, he'll come in, pitch until the seventh. I'm expecting him to give up 3 to 4 runs. I do like the back end of this Rangers bullpen to come in. I can still see them coming in, giving up another run or so, but nothing too crazy. This game is out in Texas in the Dome. No weather to sway anything. Let's get to the picks. The Texas Rangers are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and I like the road dogs in this spot. Give me the Chicago White Sox on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like that over 8.5 total runs. For the player, probably taking Murakami of the White Sox to hit a home run today. And the final game of the day, we got the Tigers in Chicago taking on the Cubs. We got Montero on the mount for the Tigers. We got Ray on the mount for the Cubs. Alright, getting into this game here, we got Kaider Montero on the mount for the Tigers. This guy really turned his career around. I don't know if you remember last season, he was not good. This year, 3.20 ERA, 0.98 whip, has a really good strikeout to walk ratio, hard hit rate sitting at 28% on the year. He's been valuable for Detroit. They've been using him in the rotation, in the bullpen. In this game here today for Montero, there's 2 things I'm paying attention to. For one, the pitch mix versus this Cubs lineup. This Cubs lineup matches up very well against them. Hits the velocities that he's throwing at very well. Not to mention they're stacked with lefties. Montero does struggle a bit with left-handed bats. I can see Montero going his regular 5 innings, giving up 3 runs before we get to a Tigers bullpen that's slightly taxed coming into it. I see the arms available for the Tigers coming out the pen, giving up another 2 runs. On the other side, we got Colin Ray. This guy's been highly inconsistent for Chicago this season. ERA sitting close to 5, hard hit rate sitting at 38%, but the numbers versus on the road versus at home are 2 different pictures. He dominates at home, struggles dramatically on the road this season. ERA on the road is sitting close to 5, ERA at home sitting at 3.70. In this game, he is going to be seeing a Detroit Tigers lineup top 10 in the majors versus right-handed pitching in the last 30 games played. We saw them get blanked in yesterday's game. I'm expecting the bats to wake up a bit here today. My overall breakdown for Ray: he goes about 6 innings, gives up 2 runs before we get to a well-rested Cubs bullpen. I like the arms available for the Cubs to come in this game, still give up another run or so, but nothing too crazy. This game is out in Chicago, Wrigley Field. It's going to be very pitcher-friendly, strong gust of wind blowing from the outfield into the diamond. Let's get to the picks. The odds makers have this game as a dead even pick'em spot, 108 minus 108. And I do like the Chicago Cubs in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8. I do like the under 8 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking PCA for 2 total bases today. Alrighty guys, before we get up out of here, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today are ourselves. Yesterday, the damn Braves ruined the ladder play for us, so we're restarting here today with a $10 bet, and we're playing that $10 bet on the Milwaukee Brewers on the money line. We're getting them at minus 136. This is our ladder play of the day. After that, we're going to be playing a 3-leg home run parlay here today. We're going to start it off with Ben Rice of the Yankees, the 1 o'clock game for Ben Rice against Mitch Keller. After that, we're going to take Shohei Ohtani of the Dodgers, and we wrap it up with Murakami of the White Sox, a $10 3-leg home run parlay. Next up, we have a 3-leg parlay we're playing here today. We're going to start it off with the New York Yankees on the run line. That's the New York Yankee game at 1 o'clock. We're playing them on the run line. After that, we're going to take the Washington Nationals on the money line, and we wrap up the play with the Seattle Mariners on the money line. And the final game of the day will be another 3-leg parlay on money line picks. We're going to start it off with the Los Angeles Dodgers on the money line. We're then going to play the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line, and we wrap up the parlay with the Chicago White Sox on the money line. Once again, guys, before we get up out of here, I just want to send my salutes out to you all. It's Wednesday, it's hump day, we're halfway there. You guys know I appreciate you all, I respect you all. Hope we all win some money here today, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.